Let's get ready to Buffy!
Hi, guys. I am here with our contenders for round 1A of the first annual Battle of the Uber Buffy fans, the ultimate Re-Vamped with Juliet Landau trivia contest. You guys have been chosen from so many applicants. I'm so excited that you're here today. Also, here is Sire Rebecca.
Hi, everybody. I can't tell you how much I am looking forward to seeing you duke it out in the ring. It's going to be very curious to see how it all shakes out.
And Council Kerri.
Yes, just good day. Summers Miss, representative of the Watchers Council of Great Britain. The forthcoming assessments are of great interest to the council. Thus, my presence here will be to monitor and to record.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Kerri. I think we get the gist. Obviously, you're taking it very, very seriously. I want to say first that I am so proud of everyone here. This is low pressure. We're just going to have fun. You all made the most amazing videos. And I have to tell you that I had to keep Scooby Drew away because she watched Gladiator recently and she wanted you guys to fight to the death. And I didn't think that was at all in the realm of possibility. So Scooby Drew is not here today, but I will go over the rules. So what is going to happen is I will announce 2 contenders at a time to step into the metaphorical ring, and I will ask those 2 to unmute. I will ask each of you where you're based and your guesstimate of how many Buffy watch-throughs you have done. There will be 6 questions for each duo. These questions were written by Council Kerri. So the first person to raise their hand will be called on by Sire Rebecca, and that person gets to answer the question. If they get it wrong, it goes to the other partner. If 2 people raise their hand at the same time, it will be determined by paper, rock, scissors. And then Council Kerri will be keeping score. Let's see, we are going to call our first 2 people, which are Amanda and Patrick. Amanda, where are you based?
I am currently living in Los Angeles from Michigan, soon to be returning to Michigan. So I'm super excited. I think this is a fantastic way after 17 years for my send-off.
Oh my
Do it. I'm excited.
So excited. It's been amazing getting to know you and being on this journey with you. If you had to guesstimate how many watch-throughs of Buffy, what would you say?
My guesstimate was 50 to 100, give or take the episode. Ballpark, yeah, from VHS tapes back in the day.
Awesome. Okay. And what about you, Patrick? Where are you based?
I'm in Havertown, Pennsylvania. It's a suburb outside of Philadelphia.
Ooh, is it cold there right now?
It's warmer this week, but yeah, it's colder this weekend. So yeah.
And if you had to guesstimate how many watch-throughs of Buffy you have done, what would you say?
Probably somewhere around 100 between VHS tapes and since the series ended. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so you guys seem matched pretty well here. Are you both ready to Buffy?
Yes, I am.
Woo! All right. So we are going to kick off with our first question. Question number 1 for Amanda and Patrick. Who played Willow in the unaired pilot?
We have Patrick.
I don't know her whole name, but is her first name Regan?
Ooh,
Regan?
close.
I can't think of it.
It's actually Riff Regan.
Ah,
So you were close. I'm wondering, what do you think, Kerri, since you're the scorekeeper? Do you think we give a half point for that?
Yes, that would be acceptable.
Are you guys ready for question number 2?
yes.
Yeah.
What was the official reason for the snakes in the cafeteria?
Reason is given to the students following this episode.
So it's not the real reason. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, so the actual reason that they say that that was happening.
The plumbing backed up? This from the sewers?
Yes, that is correct. Ding, 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 ding. You got it. What character was part of the inspiration for Buffy?
Patrick.
Kitty Pryde?
Yes, that is right. Who found the cure for Angel's poison in Graduation Day, Part 1?
Patrick.
Oz.
Yes. Who said this? It's not a date, it's a caffeinated beverage. And in what episode? It's not a date, it's a caffeinated beverage.
Amanda.
Was it Willow? And it was in oh my gosh, let me just my brain. It was in Entropy.
Oh, you're so close. It was Willow. So that is correct. So that is definitely a half point, and it's in reptile.
Oh, I could have gotten that here.
Oh. Oh. What is the ventriloquist's name in Puppet Show?
And the count
Patrick.
looking for a surname as well, just to clarify.
Yeah, 2 names.
Oh, really?
Well,
Morgan. Morgan is the first name.
yes.
I don't know the last name. I don't know the surname.
What about you, Amanda? Do you know the surname for the ventriloquist in Puppet Show?
Amanda does. My brain in the panic mode.
It is Morgan Shea.
Don't know.
Well, that gives us our 6 questions. All right, so our next 2 people, Brad and Star. Hi there, guys. So, Brad, where are you based? I know we've met in person before.
I'm like right outside New Orleans, Slidell.
Nice. And if you had to say how many times you have watched Buffy all the way through, what would you say?
I was thinking like 1,000 times, but it might be lower than that. I'm not sure because I've been watching it since like the VHS tape. So
Okay, wonderful. And Star, how are you today?
Hello. Hi.
Hi, you're looking great. So I know we got to hang out at Miss Edith's tea party a little while back. So where are you based?
Buffalo, New York.
Ah, must be cold there as well.
Very cold and icy.
Ooh, that can be tricky. So Sorry, Rebecca's on the East Coast as well. So if you had to guess how many times you've watched Buffy all the way through, what would you say?
Not as many times as him. More like 40, 50.
40 or 50. All right. So your opponent may have a little edge here in terms of numbers, but that doesn't always mean anything. Well, it just depends. It depends on the questions. I'm not a person who actually absorbs trivia, so I think that everyone's doing amazing. So are you guys ready? Are you ready to Buffy?
Yes.
ready?
All right. The first question. Who played the master in When She Was Bad?
Star had her hand up first.
Oh, so close, though. You
David
both-
Boreanaz.
Yes, right. Wonderful. Okay. In the 1996 flashback, where did Whistler find Angel? What city? Oh, you
Star
guys.
again.
No, but it's so close.
I know.
Oh,
What was it? Me? Was I fast?
Yeah.
Yes.
New York.
Yep. And if you had to say what city in New York?
Like New York City. Sorry. Wasn't it?
Yeah, what do you think, Council Kerri?
In my opinion, as Brad was not very far behind, it may be pertinent to give him a chance to name.
All right.
And
Brad, which city would be your answer?
I was going to say New York City too.
All right. So, yes, you're both correct. It's Manhattan, the Big Apple. Who was supposedly originally cast as Cordelia?
Star. Are you sure?
Yes, I think it was Sarah Michelle Gellar. They were switched. They auditioned for the opposite parts, I think.
Well, you're close because Sarah had originally auditioned for Cordelia and they wanted her for Cordelia and they told her she could have that part, but they didn't officially do the offer to her. And then she read for Buffy. So the answer is someone else.
I was gonna say, I know that they wanted Natasha Lyonne at one point.
And that, I believe, was for Buffy.
Yes.
Yes. So for Cordelia, do you know who the other person was? Either?
Sorry, I tried.
No, not at all. Council Kerri made some hard questions here, so it was Bianca Lawson. Which episode did Oz first notice Veruca? You want to make a guess? So it is Living Conditions. Who says this quote and in what episode? And the rest is silence.
This phrase was uttered following the Slayer performing some training to loud music. She was aerobicizing, quote, she needed a beat.
Yes, Star.
The Dark Ages. It was
Yes?
Giles.
Yes. What is the doctor's name in Killed by Death? Any ideas?
Star.
Dr. Backer.
Correct. All right. I think that is our 6 questions. Anne-Marie and Laura. Hi, you guys. How are you today? Anne-Marie, where are you based?
I am out of South Jersey.
Oh, and if you had to say how many watch-throughs of Buffy, what would you say?
I don't know. It's so hard. I'm going to sound like such a bad Buffy fan, like probably 20, 30.
Oh,
You know?
good. And do you do Angel too, or would you say just?
Yeah, I watch a lot of reaction videos. They're like my jam. I love watching people watch Buffy and Angel. And I just got my husband to watch it straight through for the very first time after 15 years of being together. I popped his Buffy cherry, so
You finally brought him over to the dark side.
I did, and he liked Angel better.
He did.
He did. It's a little bit darker, you know.
Oh, well, we're thrilled to be on the podcast journey with you and very excited
Yeah.
to be doing the battle with you.
Thank you.
So, Laura, great to see you as well.
Hi, great to see all of you. I'm based in Angel's hometown of Galway, Ireland, and I'm originally from Canada, though, hence the not Irish accent.
I was going to ask, and how long have you been living in Ireland?
Since 2016,
Amazing.
8, 9 years now, somewhere around there. I moved with my now husband, boyfriend at the time, because he wanted to go to school in Ireland, and we stayed here ever since. And I actually just got done having him do a Buffy watch through the first time ever as well. Yeah.
That is awesome. Okay, and if you had to guesstimate how many times you've seen the show all the way through, what would you say?
I think it's upwards of 10. That is as confident as I'm going to say. I used to watch it sort of on a loop, but at least 10.
Awesome. Okay. Do you guys know who awakened the Incan princess?
Anne-Marie.
Was his name Patrick?
No,
Okay.
but that was a good guess.
Laura.
I'm guessing Samuel.
No,
You know, it was a student.
you're still close, but it is not. Shall I give you guys the name? It is Rodney. All right. What was the name of Ken's place? It's season 3, episode 1.
Laura.
Guess New Beginnings.
No.
No.
You want to make another guess? It was Family Home. The show was shot on 16mm film for how long? How many seasons?
Laura.
4.
No,
Anne-Marie.
I'm just going to say the first 2.
that's correct.
Oh.
That is correct. After Willow's spell in Something Blue, what did she have to do for Giles?
Laura.
Help him get his vision back.
What would you say, Kerri?
And the vision of Mr. Giles returning was the result of the spell being ceased. That was the autistic.
Oh.
However,
But I think
guilds.
that counts because it did work. That's why I was asking you, because I know you had a different answer, but I think in terms of, so I think we could give that point, don't you think?
If you wish to, however, that was not the task she had to perform.
Okay, well, I still think we give a point, and I think
Of
that
course.
the task, so she had to do a task for Giles, like a kind of chore.
Laura again.
I know she was meant to pick up some spell ingredients from the magic box and bring them to Giles and forgot and then cast the spell. So I'm not sure if that counts as before or after because she still needed to do it, I imagine.
It was detailing his car. Who says the following quote and in what episode? Dog spit is cleaner than humans.
Laura?
Spike, I don't know the episode.
There may be some clues we could offer if that would help. During this episode, there was a particular dance that students were focused on, and the quote was uttered whilst the Scooby gang, as we call the word, trying to figure out what they knew.
Anne-Marie?
I only have eyes for you.
Yes. What's the professor's name that Faith killed?
Laura?
No, that's not a professor. Never mind.
You know what? I'm going to give a hint of initials. LW. All right. The name is Lester Worth. That is your 6 questions. Thank you guys so much. And our next 2 are Nicole and Krista. So, Nicole, where are you at the moment?
I am in San Diego, California.
Oh, nice. Right around the corner from us in LA.
Yeah. I actually met you at Monsterpalooza last year.
Yes, I remember. Are you going to be coming this year to either Monsterpalooza or Hellmouth Con?
Thinking about it.
Ooh,
Haven't decided.
will lure you. How many watch throughs would you say you have completed?
Probably 20 to 30.
20 to 30. Awesome. And Krista, how are you today?
Hi, I'm good.
Hi, it's wonderful to see you. Where are you at the moment?
I am in New York.
Ah. Are you in New York City, otherwise known as Manhattan, or a different part of New York?
Long Island.
Long Island. Okay, awesome. And is that where you are from originally as well?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And how many watch throughs would you say that you have done?
I'm gonna estimate like 40 full watches.
40. Cool. All right. So this one's a little bit of a trick question. How did Ampata die? Let's see if we can get
Nicole?
He gets off the bus and she whispers his name and then she kisses him and sucks him dry.
Yes. Yep. According to Giles, what does kakistos mean? Any ideas? It means the worst of the worst. Okay. The zookeeper's name in the pack is what?
Krista?
I just watched this one. Oh my god.
We all just did too, not that long ago for the podcast.
I know. I don't think you can do it. I wish I could.
It is Dr. Warwick. When Riley went into the hospital after being stabbed by Adam, what item of Buffy's did he have?
Nicole?
I don't think it's right, but was it her cross necklace?
No, it was her scarf. Who says this quote and in what episode? You're having too many oars. Pick one.
Krista?
Maybe for a half a point, it sounds like something Buffy would say.
Not Buffy. Cordelia in Lover's Walk. What is Warren's ex-girlfriend named?
Krista?
Katrina.
Yes. You guys played that very, very well. Our next 2 are Angela and Charles. Welcome to the ultimate trivia contest. Angela, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good. I hope you haven't been biting your nails with all the contenders. Where are you based?
Palm Coast, Florida.
Oh, nice. Nice. How many times would you say that you have watched?
Realistically, probably 12 to 15.
Okay. All right. And do you feel ready today to get into the metaphorical ring?
Yeah.
All right. And Charles, how are you today?
I'm peachy with a side of keen.
Oh, I love it. Fantastic. And where are you?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, cool. And are you in Georgia now?
I am.
Fantastic. Wonderful. And if you had to say how many times you have watched the show all the way through, what would you say?
Probably somewhere in the 40s or 50s because I've been watching it since it started and I have my DVD box set back here. So,
Oh, awesome. We have a lot of original people that have been watching since it all started, which is incredible. It's wonderful being on this ride with you guys. So, The first question, what was Principal Snyder's hoop of the week?
Charles.
Any menial tasks that he wanted Buffy to do, like paint signs or do something for the PTA or anything like that.
I actually think, Council Kerri, that I know it's not the answer you were going for, but that's actually pretty true. So what do you think? I actually think that might garner a point, even though it's not your direct answer.
And perhaps in the absence of a exact answer, it could be accepted.
All right, well, we're going to give that point what was referenced as hoop of the week. It's careers test. According to Wesley, a good slayer is what?
Charles.
A cautious player.
That is correct. What day of the week was the harvest?
Angela.
I'm just gonna guess Friday.
Yes, Friday. All right. In season 4, Xander had 4 jobs. Do you know what they were?
Charles.
Clarification, does that include the ones that he was fired from?
Yes, it does.
Angela.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, was a pizza delivery?
Yes, that's one of them. Yes.
I mean, that's really the main one that I can remember.
One of the jobs was referenced very directly when he had an identification that was, as when I quoted, not entirely on the up and up.
Yes, Charles.
Bartender.
Yes.
Xander gave a product to Mr. Giles and he responded by saying, "Please leave my home now."
Charles.
Was he selling like energy bars, protein bars?
Close.
Angela, do you have a...
They were some kind of chocolate.
And the last one is ice cream van. Who says the following quote and in what episode? Quote, "That's not your body. Get out of that body with your hands up."
Angela.
Okay. That was in the episode where Faith switches bodies with Buffy. I want to say Buffy says that to Faith. I hope. The name of the episode was it's not coming to me.
Yes, Charles.
Superstar?
Yes. What is the character name of the doctor who treated Joyce?
No clue.
All right. It is Dr. Kriegel. Thank you, guys. You did an amazing job. Very, very well played. Liz and Stephanie. Hi, guys. How are you, Liz?
I'm good. I'm nervous.
Oh, no need to be nervous. This is all going to be fun. And where are you based? Where are you right now?
Long Island.
Long Island as well. We've got a couple of you from Long Island. Yeah, and you guys are friends, right?
Yeah, she's my best friend.
Yeah, okay, awesome. We're hoping that you both get to come to HellmouthCon together. How many watch-throughs would you say that you have had?
I'm kind of a new fan, so I feel like I want to say around 15. Krista's who showed me Buffy. She finally convinced me to watch it like 2-ish years ago. But I'm actually having an office watch through right now with all my coworkers, and I'm making slides for it. So I feel like I'm only up to season 5, but I think that that's been helping me prepare.
Amazing, amazing. It sounds like a fun place you work that you guys get to be in that with all your coworkers.
Yeah, I have a good job for sure.
Have any of them seen it before, or is this some of their first times?
Some of them, it's the first time. Some of them have seen it before, yeah.
And what do you do for a living?
I run a research lab, psychology research, yeah.
Incredible, incredible. You don't even look old enough to do that. Okay, and Stephanie, how are you today?
Terrified.
Oh no, that was not the goal of what we actually wanted this experience to be. Where are you based?
I'm in Oregon.
In Oregon, nice. So how many times have you watched the show all the way through?
Well, I've been watching it since I was 12 when it first aired.
Oh my gosh.
So, including the recorded VHSs, the DVDs, I'm now probably somewhere over 100. I stopped keeping track around 83. So,
Do you still have the VHS copies, or have those gone by the wayside?
they got destroyed. So,
I have the VHS copies that they had given me, because at the end of every episode, they'd give me copies of them. And it's funny because I was going to get rid of them, and Dev said, "What are you doing? No, you need to keep those. They're in-house. They're special." Okay, I just figured we can't watch them anymore. So, and it's so crazy when you look back at what we accepted as okay quality compared to what we're now used to with everything. All right, so are you guys ready for your first question? Are you ready to Buffy? You're saying no, but I'm pulling you into the ring. We're going to do this. We're going to do this together. All right. Buffy called a specific demon a bozo. What was its real name?
Stephanie?
Bazoar?
That's right. That is correct. The spell in Fear itself was started how and by whom?
Elizabeth.
Oz started it because his blood fell onto the little symbol that the frat boys were painting.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Do I have more information?
No, you can give more information.
I mean, I think that's mostly it. I just remember it fixing the speaker.
You got it. That's correct. Who saves Giles in Puppet Show? Who saves Giles's life?
Stephanie.
Sid?
No, we actually talked about this on the podcast, but that's close. It's close.
Liz?
Is it Xander?
It is Xander. In which episode did Willow come out?
Liz.
It's New Moon Rising when Oz comes back.
It is New Moon Rising. Yep. Yes, that's right. Who says the following quote and in what episode? Quote, "You should never hurt the feelings of a brutal killer."
Liz.
I think Xander says that to Spike sarcastically.
Xander says it, yes. And in what episode?
Oh, jeez. It's one of the ones where Spike's living in his basement, so I think it's season 4. Crush.
Yep. Riley's second in command is named what?
Stephanie.
Ooh, it did look like Stephanie had that little bit of a...
Just by a hair.
Yeah, a hair quicker.
Forest.
No.
Liz.
Would it be Graham then? My guess is also Forrest.
It is Graham. And do
Graham
either...
told Forrest that he was his second in command.
Ooh, Council Kerri. There's a challenge here. What do you think?
He was. He was at one point, so that answer.
Right. So I think we have to give that to Stephanie. You guys definitely came into the battle and did an amazing job. This is Kerri, Madeline, and Valerie. How are you today, Kerri?
I'm great, thank you.
It was incredible getting to spend time with you in Florida, and I'm so happy that you're here in the battle. How is everything going? You obviously, I tipped where you're based, but where exactly are you hailing from today?
So I am from Palm Coast, Florida.
Wonderful. And how many watch-throughs would you say that you have accomplished?
I would say I've had about 30 plus watch-throughs, and then some episodes I'll revisit specifically, depending on my mood or what I'm going through.
So, Madeline, where are you hailing from?
I'm from South Carolina, but currently I'm in Disney World.
Oh my gosh, you're in Florida at the moment.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm so sorry we're keeping you from Disney
No,
World.
you're fine. Say hi. Hi.
Oh, hi. Oh my God. That sounds so fun. And if you were to say how many times that you have watched the show through, what would you say?
It's definitely hard to quantify. Because I try not to skip episodes, so I would probably say 20 to 25, right around there.
Because you always do the chronology. You go.
Yeah, I start from 1 and go to the end every time.
And do you do Angel at the same time, the crossovers and all that?
I've done it twice. Angel I've only watched twice.
And then Valerie, how are you today?
Hi, everyone. I'm very good. How are you?
We also got to hang out in Florida as well. And are you there now?
No, I'm from Montreal, and that's where I currently am right now as well.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Okay, cool. And how many watch-throughs would you say?
I think I'm nearing my 70th rewatch, both Buffy and Angel. But I feel like I have a little bit of a disadvantage because the majority of those were in French. when I watch. Oh, I feel like my ideas of like character names and quotes are very different.
I will have to be like, quel fromage for asking questions for this trivia. That's funny, yeah, because it definitely changed.
Yes, absolutely. And I have a funny story. The more like that now I watch it in English, I realize that sometimes the French dubbing takes liberties and it changes the meaning of things. So that's interesting. So like for instance, in the French dubbing, Xander is never at fault for summoning sweet and what's more feeling. So wait, it was Xander the whole time? Like I did not get that in the French dubbing, yeah.
Oh, wow. What's wild with the French dubbing is that I'm actually dubbed by the same actress that dubs Jennifer Aniston in Friends. And you couldn't have two more disparate characters.
Xander is the same dubbing as Joey from Friends.
Right. Yeah. So that's funny. Are you guys all ready to jump into your first challenge, the first question?
Ready to Buffy.
Ready to Buffy. Okay, let's hear you say it. We're ready to Buffy.
We're ready to Buffy.
Ready to Buffy. What is the problem that cannot be solved by chocolate? In Fear Itself is the episode, to give you the clue of where that comes from.
Madeline.
Is that when Xander says that the feeling of like disgust and fullness?
You're close.
Valerie had her hand up next.
Yes, Willow is about to puke if she ate too much chocolate. So that can be chocolate.
Yes, being sick. That was it. Okay, the next question is, where does Riley live in season 4?
Valerie.
He's living in a frat house. I believe it's Alpha Delta.
Okay, the frat house is correct, but the name is not correct. Do you want to do another guess?
Lowell House.
Lowell House it is. Moloch used a name on the internet. What was it?
Madeline.
Madeline.
Is it Malcolm? Malcolm?
It is Malcolm. Does anyone know the last name?
Valerie.
Okay, I remember the French one because I'm going to do direct translation. Black.
Black. It is Black.
Oh, yeah.
Who was first to be attacked in Restless?
Valerie.
That was those two. It was Willow. Yep, that's right. Who says the following quote and in what episode? Quote, Captain Logic is not steering this tugboat. I smell Captain Fear at the wheel.
Kerri's hand was up halfway through the question.
Yep.
It was a quote by Anya, and it
Yes.
was towards the beginning of season 6. Bear with me. I'm drawing a blank, actually. I know it was Anya that said it.
That's a half point, and then
Valerie is ready.
Yep.
Yes, I believe it was season 6 episode Flooded.
It is. So that's a half point as well. What is the character name of the leader of the Knights of Byzantium?
Valerie?
I want to say Gregory.
You're close.
Right.
Yeah, it's General Gregor.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, I think that counts. Everyone has been extraordinary. Valiant contenders all. This has been really, really hard. It's also been a lot of fun. It's always so much fun to hang out with you guys. I love being on the Re-Vamped with Juliet Landau podcast journey with each and every one of you. We are going to announce the people moving to the next round 2. Kerri, I'm going to have you read the list since you have tallied and made all of the tabulations.
So advancing to our next round, we have Patrick Kelly, winner of round 1. We have winner of round 2, Star Templeton. For round 3, Anne-Marie Weber. During round 4, we will decide to admit both participants. So Nicole Correo and Krista Laringet. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
For round 5, Charles Swint was our winner. And round 6, Liz Orben.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, round 7, Valerie Bonassa.
Mm-hmm.
And those are our winners who will be advancing to the next round.
That is fantastic. Revamped Ease, please correspond with me on Twitter at Juliet Landau or on Instagram at Juliet_Landau and on the Fans of Juliet Landau Facebook group or Juliet Landau official Facebook page. You can also join up with all our Re-Vamptees on Patreon. There are all kinds of tiers and really exciting stuff. Our Patreon peeps to be read in the credits: Dave Hall, Timothy Kendall, Danielle Harbour, Louise Brennan, and Brandon Key. It makes all the difference because we cannot keep making the show without you. Thank you. Thank you so much. We will see you next time when we'll do it again. Do it again.
Bye.